So, yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm here now, and I mean, it's just stupid. It absolutely is. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm unpacking my stuff, and it's just like, what is happening? It, it just feels really overwhelming, and now I'm talking to a piece of plastic, and I don't know why. Well, I mean, I know why. Like, I'm doing it because Claudia told me to, but I don't know why. Like what the purpose is. Look, I'm not sure what good talking to myself is gonna do. I'm not a therapist, and in fact, I'm probably the least qualified person to be trying to help me emotionally right now. So, I'm actually feeling worse now than when I started talking into this thing. So I'm just gonna. Hey, Aidan.
Hey, are you...
Oh, yeah, no, I was just...
Okay. I'm just getting my wallet, so you keep doing what you're doing.
No, yeah, totally, I... Great. My roommate thinks I'm just talking to myself now. I guess he's not wrong. Cool, yeah, love that, great, I love that for me, thank you. Okay, I unpacked all my stuff now. Aidan said he's going to some study group. Luckily, I was able to explain to him that I was talking into this audio recorder thing. What's it called? Olympus Digital Portable Audio Dictation thing. So, at least he knows I wasn't having a heated conversation with no one. No, I'm just talking to myself because my therapist told me to. God, I feel like such a... Sorry, I promised Chance I'd stop using that word. Alright, the point is, I just feel so ridiculous talking into this thing. I mean, the only reason I'm even bothering right now is because there's so much going on that I feel like if I don't talk to someone or something, I guess, I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, I sure as hell can't talk to any of the kids I met today. Obviously, okay, I'm not great at communicating or making friends, but geez, at least I try. I could barely get a word out of anyone I talk to today. A lot of them are just like standoffish, condescending rich kids, It's just stern and humorless. Like, there's no way you could hold a conversation with any of them. I thought rich kids were supposed to be all reckless and wild, like, even if they act proper during the day or whatever, that every night they're throwing ragers, doing line after line of cocaine, and they know they can get away with it because their dad funds the police station, or whatever. Anyway, I cannot imagine anything like that happening with Aidan, or any of the kids I met today. I mean, it's Friday night, and he left to go to a study group. Their idea of a good time is probably less cocaine and property damage and more world map trivia and picking out their perfect perm-pressed collared shirt for school picture day. I don't know. Claudia says I'm quick to judge, which... Yeah, probably. And honestly, though, Aidan has been way better than anyone else I talked to today, so I should be fair. At least I'm rooming with someone who doesn't look down on me. Still, I don't necessarily feel like I could talk to him. I mean, he's cool, I guess. Like he wasn't super judgy when I explained the Olympus. He's still kind of weird, though. He seems nice, but... God, I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. Okay, the kid's dumb as a bag of bricks, alright? I mean, yeah, of course he has to be smart, like, in the traditional sense to get accepted into Delphic Peak, but... Look, I've known the kid less than a day, and it's already so clear that he just has no self-awareness, like, whatsoever. Obviously, he just came from some super well-to-do family and is just coasting by, doing whatever's expected of him. You know, I doubt he's ever even considered anything else or had a thought that was uniquely his own his entire life. Oh my god. What is my... Okay, you know what? I think maybe the problem isn't other people. No, I think it's just me, because apparently I can't seem to go anywhere without already deciding that everyone's a rich asshole, and even the guy I like, well, he's just so dumb, and I'm just so much better than him. You know, this is exactly why I didn't want to talk into this thing in the first place, because it just makes me realize that and you know what? Okay, that's it. That's all. Good night. Thank you. Good night.
The starlight is blinding, and yet I cannot look away. As I gaze upon it, I am certain that I know everything. No, not everything, more than any human mind has ever comprehended. And to that degree, comparatively, do I not know everything? But that is the very problem with humans, so self-centered. Humans are so intelligent and so wise and know so much that if anyone else were to know more than they do, then they must be a god.
But
I am not a god, and I am not omnipotent. In the same way, a person is not omnipotent for understanding a thunderstorm while a dog cowers in the corner. I understand more than I did, but I have shed that glaringly human facet of egocentrism. I did not choose to bear the light,
yet
here I am. Humans, though, humans are different. The starlight is blinding, and yet they will not look away. Staring, standing now, beginning to shift their feet. They make their way towards it, desperately, inching before stumbling, before running. Foolish. They think they know what they want. They think they want to know, think it will enlighten them, but to find the light is to accept it as the bringer of our everything. And there are no exceptions. To find the light is to acknowledge the truth unequivocally. And when the truth bears down
a ravenous beast,
there is no reversal, no forgetting what one has learned. And then they will be like me. As they are now, they hold the ability to choose to seek. Any moment, they can elect to stop and forget and move on with their lives. But humans are arrogant, and when they find what they think they want, they will have that autonomy ripped from them as I have. And the starlight will be blinding. And yet, they will have no choice but to stand and stare.
I can't sleep. I can't. Look, I'm sorry. There. I'm sorry. I know it might be a little ridiculous to apologize to a piece of plastic, but there it is. I mean, no, I'm not just sorry to you. I guess I'm saying sorry to myself and Claudia, and especially Chance. Because I kind of went off the handle earlier, I'll admit it. I was being a real dick. And I tend to bottle things up, and when I finally talk, I get really emotional and irrational and a lot meaner than I'd like to be. Which is the whole reason Claudia gave me the Olympus when I left. Because obviously we won't be able to have our sessions anymore, so... And more importantly, it's what I promised Chance I'd work on more. God, I just want to be better for him, because he deserves so much better, and I just feel... Oh, wait, no, I'm not going to put myself down for messing up, because that just continues the cycle, and it's what I always do, and now it seems like me saying this is still beating myself up, so okay, I'm just breathe. Like you learned in therapy. Don't put yourself down. I messed up. I was acting real dickish, and I can learn from that. If Chance were here, he'd hug me and call me a dummy for overthinking everything, like I always do. And I'd probably say, well, you're one to talk, and he'd smile because he'd know he got through to me. Okay. Alright, let's try to work through what I'm feeling at the moment. There's just so much on my mind, and I'm not even super sure of where to begin. But I guess the most pervasive thought that is just on top of all the other pervasive thoughts is what the hell am I doing here? The plan was always bust my ass in school, graduate early, and take a gap semester to earn money for college. And I kept my end of the bargain, and suddenly now I'm at the super pretentious Institute of whatever that's an all-in for Ivy League schools and doesn't even allow cell phones, and I've never heard of it, and look, I literally do not know what I'm doing here. Like, no matter how well I did in high school, there's no logical reason I can think of why this place would send us so much scholarship money just to have me here for one semester. Yeah, it'll look great on a resume, but I already got accepted into Oberlin. I don't need spend literally just the last year 12 semester at Delphic Peak Preparatory School on any resume. But, posterum scripta in Astra, a future written in the stars, or whatever. Yeah, right. And anyway, clearly it doesn't matter what I think. Well, my parents had no problem just totally uprooting my life. Look, I don't know how much money in scholarships they offered them, but I can't help but wonder if part of the reason why me mama and my dad sent me here was because they knew I'd be cut off from everything back home. Like, I graduated, and I made it pretty clear that I was going to be spending a lot more time with Chance at the restaurant before I leave in the fall, and I know they just pretend that we're friends, but they're not stupid. I just can't help but think that maybe they sent me here to set me a little straight. I mean, it definitely wouldn't be the first time they threw me out because okay, sorry. I need to stop. I'm getting too worked up again. Look, all that matters is that I'm gonna be 18 in a couple months. The only reason I'm allowed to be here without my consent is because of stupid minor laws. I just need to wait until February 28th. That's all I need to do. I just need to bide my time and keep my head low and wait it out. And then I can get the hell out of here. Oh! Jeez. What was that? Hold on. Okay, so there was this huge explosion thing. It was like... Well, I mean, you heard it. And it went dark for like 5-10 seconds. I don't know, man. It was huge. Like, it must have gone across the entire campus. I went outside to see if anyone knew what was happening, and there was like a whole crowd of other students gathered around. Some of them looked scared, and a lot of them looked, aloof. Surprise, surprise. Anyway, a few of the students who have been here a while were saying not to worry, that this had happened before a couple years ago. I guess it was some power surge from an overload of the campus's main fuse. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, honestly. Like, the lights went out, but only for a second, and they were flickering and stuff. I mean, I don't know much about electrical stuff, but if a fuse overloaded, wouldn't that just shut off all the electricity on campus? Not cause some huge boom? And the power was only out for a few seconds, so I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but I mean, what the hell else could it have been? There was no smoke or anything. It didn't look like anything was damaged as far as I could see, so I guess it wasn't an explosion. So that's good, I guess. Anyway, I didn't see any faculty members outside. Well, I mean, do they, live on campus? I don't know. I guess if they did, it wouldn't be near the student housing anyway. But either way, no one was there to explain anything. Just the students either looking scared or putting on their "I'm too good to worry my mind about this" sort of faces. So, yeah, I just came back into my dorm after a little while, and that sort of leads me to my next concern. Aidan isn't back yet. He left for a study group hours ago, and I mean, I had to just meet the guy, but he sort of strikes me as the in bed by 10:30 kind of type, and it is now 1:13 in the morning. I was honestly already kind of worried before, but now after this explosion, or, not explosion, whatever it was, I don't know. It's just all very odd, and I don't want to believe that anything bad happened, but I just don't know, and sorry. I am just overreacting and overthinking and over-whatevering this whole thing. Aidan probably just stayed over at the dorm of whoever he was studying with because it was getting late. Or when that boom happened, maybe he thought staying in one place would be safer. Or whatever. Tomorrow morning, he'll come back. We'll talk about how crazy that electrical shortage was last night and move on. And I'll laugh at myself for how worried I was. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna try to go to sleep and forget about it for now. Thank you for letting me talk through this anxiety, or whatever. I mean, I don't really feel that much better. I actually sort of feel worse putting everything out into words now, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Thanks for listening. You're not actually... okay. Good night.
I have found a home here. Here, where everyone thought there was nothing. Such a convincing idea that no one ever even gave any thought to the alternative. No one except her. And she was right. She was right, and what of it? It took me a long while to get used to my place here. Centuries, perhaps. Millennia, perhaps. Seconds, perhaps. Time is not as relevant as I came to learn. I am here, and I accept my place in it. It is marvelous and
Terrible.
and beyond comprehension to bear witness to everything, the source of it all, and to take part in it, even in a small way. I was accepted by it, and now I accept it. If only we could have known. What is happening? I'm feeling disoriented, dizzy. Is that what wait!
Hi. Updates, I guess. Pretty much everyone has calmed down since the blast last night. We got an email from the staff saying it was just an issue with the campus's central fuse, but there should be no lasting impact. So it was pretty much what all those other students had said it was. I guess this just happens every so often. I don't know, the email seemed kind of hokey. That fuse box explanation still doesn't make any sense to me, but I mean, it's not like I can Google it to see if that's how it works, because the intranet on all the computers here is so strict. God, it's ridiculous how blocked off they keep us up here. I haven't had access to the actual internet for like 2 days, and I'm already going crazy. And yeah, there's also the... Aidan still isn't back. I've been trying not to freak out about it all day. I have just kept telling myself that he'll be back soon. He's probably just with his study group. Just give it another hour. But I keep giving it another hour, and another, and another, and another, and now it's dark, and I still have no clue where he is. So I'm really, really just trying not to freak out. It's just so strange. It can't just be a coincidence. It can't be, because Aidan was here, and then he wasn't, and then there was this crazy, huge blast thing, and now he's still not here, and I know he didn't stay over where he was studying because I talked to the person whose room he went to. I remembered him saying to me before he left, I'm going to Hattie's for my study group, and, well, I remembered that because it always bugs me when people casually say something like that. Like, about some random person, like they expect me to know who that is. Like, am I supposed to know who Hattie is? I just got here. How the hell would I know who that is? But people always do that, and it's like, look, I don't know who you're talking about, but I feel like I can't ever ask, because the way you said it makes me feel like I should know who that is, and if I do ask, it's gonna make me look like a jerk, because maybe you brought them up like one time, but look, I don't remember every little tidbit you say to me, and oh my god, sorry, I'm getting way off track. Okay, right, so like 6 hours ago, I looked into the school directory to see if any room had a Hattie in it so I could go ask if she'd seen him. Well, there were no Hatties, so for a minute I was like, oh my god, he lied and now he is kidnapped or something, but then I realized Hattie is probably short for something, so I looked up Harriet, and there was one, going up to her door and asking if she was Hattie, even though she might have just been some other person, sounded like my personal nightmare, but luckily it was her, so thank God. I asked her if Aidan had stayed overnight, and he hadn't, which made me feel lightheaded, and I started running through all the worst-case scenarios, but then she said he was actually there last night, but he left with a few of the others around 11. So he was with the study group, and then he left with some friends, but he never came back. And I don't know what happened to him. I should have asked who he was with so I could try to find them and talk to them too, but honestly, I was feeling sick, and I just said thanks and left. I straight up felt like I was gonna pass out, okay? I had to throw water in my face like I was in some dramatic movie just to calm myself down. I kept telling myself that he was still with those friends and he'll come back soon, but I still haven't heard anything, and God, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I have been trying to stay calm about this, but this is some freaky shit. I don't know. I don't know what happened to my roommate or what that explosion was. Well, it wasn't even an explosion, so I just don't know. And if he... Sorry. Okay, just calm down. Breathe. And calm down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember what you learned in therapy, and just think of Chance holding you, rubbing your back, just being there to help you calm down. Okay. I'm fine. Things are gonna be fine. What can I do right now? What in this situation do I have control over right now? Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to Hattie and ask her who Aidan was with when he left last night, and I can figure out where to go from there. This is doable. I can do this. Let's just go out, and then we can figure out...
Hey, I'm back.
Oh, hi.
What's up? Is everything cool?
Yeah, for sure. I just... Are you...
It's me, Aidan, your roommate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Sorry. Of course. Aidan. Oh my God. Aidan, where have you been? I've been worried.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hey, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me just...
Am I here? I can barely... Oh. This must be... You need more information. You know where to find it. Go to it. I can give it to you. More information.
You know where to go.
Go and find it. You know where to go. Go and find it. You know where to go. Go and find it. You know where to go. Go and find it. We can make sense of this. Maybe. I will help how I can. Maybe.
All right. So, I guess things are fine? I talked to Aidan, but I just needed to decompress because the past 24 hours have been too much. Apparently, Aidan left with his friends last night and ended up staying at their place because it was getting late. And they've just been studying and hanging out most of today, just enjoying the day off. So I was freaking out over nothing, I guess. Just overthinking the whole thing. Real shocker there. Everything's normal. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Can I be honest, though? I feel like it's not. Like everything's not fine. The reason I came out to this fire escape to talk into this stupid thing is because I don't feel like things are okay again. I don't know how to explain it. I was worried all day about where Aidan was, and now he's back. So I should feel better, but I don't. I still feel this dread or something that's just sitting in my gut and telling me that something is not right. But it should be. It should be. Aidan is back, and he seems perfectly okay. I mean, he seemed a little weird, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like, almost like he... Holy shit. Oh my god. Holy sh... Oh my god! I knew something was wrong, but... Look, I listened to the recording from yesterday. The one where Aidan walked in on me, and his voice was not the same voice I heard from him tonight. I went back and listened to the recording from tonight just to make sure that I wasn't crazy, and there were two completely different voices. Like there's no way they could have possibly come from the same person. I have no idea how I could have thought they were the same, but I mean, I honestly can't even remember if he had a different face or anything yesterday, but my mind feels all muddled. I feel like I'm going crazy, but I mean, this is crazy, but it's true, and now someone is pretending to be my roommate. And I believed him. I don't know how, but he managed to trick me, even though I know that this guy can't be Aidan. I don't know how this is possible, but I know that I'm right. Something freaky is happening at Delphic Peak Preparatory School. And I'm gonna figure out why. In Astra is written, directed, and produced by B. Delapiane, with story editing by Elliot Sutton and Sienna Delapiane, art by Deja Brown, and music by Cole Ramirez. Episode 1, A Future Written, featured the voices of B. Delapiane as Joaquin, Jesse Carl as The Voice, Sam Aguma as Aidan, and Aidan Blank as Aidan. For more information, visit inastrapodcast.podbean.com. Want to find out just what the hell happened with Aidan? Subscribe or follow on whatever platform you're listening so you can hear new episodes of In Astra every Saturday. And please consider leaving a review. Reviews really, really help new podcasts, and it only takes a minute. We'd really appreciate it. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr, all at In Astra Podcast, and talk about the show online using the hashtag InAstraPod. If you've listened this far, tweet or comment at us saying, I think Aidan is just really good at character voices and nothing weird is even going on. It'll be our little inside joke. Now, I'd like to give some huge thank yous to Elliot Sutton, Sienna Delapiane, Aria Delapiane, Rhonda Mullins, Deja Brown, Cole Ramirez, Max Gamber, Gabrielle Moore, Jace Plantenberg, Tommy Milo, Chloe Ressler, Daniel Godino, my amazing cast, and everyone on the wonderful In Astra team. Without every one of you, even if you just gave me one tiny piece of advice like a year ago, this podcast would not be what it is now. So thank you so much.
And thank you, listener, for giving some of your time to help us figure out what's going on at Delphic Peak Preparatory School. See you next week, and stay warm. It's cold in space.